guys, welcome back to another Plan With Me. It is 2018 and I am finally in my Hobonichi. I am both excited and overloaded, overwhelmed. So many possibilities that I have to say, I don't know what to do. The monthly and the weekly layouts, I have a pretty solid plan for how I want to use. It's the daily pages. I have not had daily pages in any of my planners thus far, that the possibilities are endless. So as you can see here, I'm pulling out my Staedtler pencil crayons and doing just like this little doodle that's inspired by a picture that I saw on Pinterest. And I'm trying to keep the theme for January like winter and penguiny winter stuff. Basically, I have this sheet of decorated stickers from Studio Adorkable. She has the cutest stickers that I see, and they're very much my kind of like images. So I wanted to pull in some stickers. I'm planning on doing a bit more minimalistic this year than I did last year. So you are definitely going to see me play around in this new planner of mine. And I'm so excited you're with me for the journey. I also have an idea of doing like a flip through sort of planning evolution. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see how my planning style has evolved over the last few years. My planning style is very, very much medical oriented. I'm pulling in some washi here that I picked up on sale from Staples. If you did not know, Staples carries washi. One thing I did learn, don't pull up stickers or washi from the Hobonichi. It did start to tear a bit, but thankfully I caught it before it was too bad, and well, I just lived with the little bit of a skewed washi tape there at the bottom. So here is the monthly layout. As I said, it's a bit more minimalistic than last year, basically, and I also don't have a lot of appointments pre-planned. My chiropractic, I go on a weekly basis kind of thing, so far it's pretty sparse. Here I'm going in on my weekly layout. So a big thing for me this year is I don't want to replicate my tracking. So I don't want to be tracking like my pills and stuff in like 3 different places in my planner. So that's what I'm trying to keep in mind as I'm experimenting and moving into the Hobonichi, is where do I want to track these things? So here on the weekly layout, I decided I would track my AM and PM medication. Plus this week, Sadie, my little fur babe, has some medication. She's having some bladder urinary thing going on. So she had a visit to the vet, got some antibiotics. Her levels in November for her kidney functions were a tad high, so we have to be very careful with her. She is a senior cat, and I suspect that she is not having many years left. She's having some health issues, but she is, as of today, feeling a lot better. She was up playing around, so that is good news. So here I went in with the habit tracker, and I'm going to have a to-do list for the running to-dos, and then at the bottom of this sort of sidebar I put my pain location tracker. This body image I got off of like a stock image website. They're pretty easy to find if you go to any of the stock image sites on the web, and then I use my Cricut to cut it out. And here you will see my first boo-boo of the week. For some reason, I thought my appointments were on different days, so I'm like, oh yeah, Monday, yeah, let's prep. And then I'm like, wait, no, New Year's, nothing's open, and they're not even on those days. So here I'm going in. I kind of had an idea of doing these lines, and then I wound up doing something else. And I think for next week, I'm going to do a little something else. I definitely want to bring in the color coding. I'm probably not going to do the lines like I did here, and you'll see later on I erased them anyways. So I'm going in with my Micron. I think it's 0.5. I can't remember. I switched between a 0.3, 0.5, and a 0.8 depending on what it is. So basically, as you can see, now I'm going in and color coding. I'm going to be doing like a light blue for medical appointments, which are basically most of my appointments, because my body is falling apart, guys. It really is. It has a mind of its own. And I talk like it's a separate entity onto itself because it has its own mind and does its own thing. If you have a chronic illness, maybe you totally understand. So for my weekly layouts, it's sort of, the idea is it's the plan. Things may not go according to the plan, so up at the top I'm doing the weather forecast. This isn't necessarily what actually happens, it's what the Weather Channel says is going to happen. And it is going to be a cold freaking week. We are in a like freeze warning at the moment. Like usually this is like end of January temperatures, but like minus 27, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna be hibernating. It's effing cold. So here I'm going in on my daily layouts, and this layout is probably going to change a lot. So the first two things I definitely wanted to track are my sleep hours and my AHI, which, if you're not aware what that stands for, basically when you have CPAP therapy, AHI is like the number of event averages or something. I'm probably getting it wrong. If I do, feel free to correct me in the comments. So right here I am going to be tracking those. Then the weather of what actually happened, because if it does rain, that tends to aggravate my symptoms. And then a little box to track all my other symptoms that aren't necessarily all the time, or that my doctor's not necessarily concerned with checking. The major symptoms are tracked in the first two pages, which are like the 6-month layout, which you saw in the last Hobonichi video, which I am amazed. I love you guys. Apparently you guys love the Hobonichi, because like 300 plus views at this time. I'm shocked and amazed, and I love you guys, so keep watching. And if you want to see anything special or how I do anything, just let me know. I don't mind doing more videos. Anyways, thank you, and I'll see you next week. Bye!